sky. Stand up high, right to the sky like a rabbit. Stand on your toes, stand on your toes, stand on your toes and wiggle your nose like a rabbit. Then you hip hop, hip, hippity hop, hip hop, hippity hop like a rabbit, like a rabbit. Then you hip hop, hip, hippity hop, hip hop, hip hop.
Hey everybody, welcome back. It's been so long, too long since I've posted my last video. I apologize so much for that. It's just been so crazy and busy these last few weeks that I have totally had no time to post. And I'm sorry for not letting you guys know about that. But anyway, let's jump right into telling you all that's been happening since you guys last saw me. So these guys are now 6 weeks old today, and we're just getting ready to post them, get ready to sell them. So that's exciting. They've all lived. There's still 7, and I'm so happy about that. And this is the bunny that I showed you in the last short that I posted that I was trying to name. So it turns out it's a girl, and I named her Cosmo is what her name ended up being. So she's going to be, her training's going to start today. And so that's going to be a fun, hard road. And I just hope that it all turns out well. Violet here had a litter last weekend, but this did not turn out well. So on Friday night last week, she gave birth to 2 babies right before midnight, and then one had its head stuck through the fence here, and the other one was on the ground just wandering around. How it got out there, I do not know. Probably fell through that hole back there and dropped down. But anyway, the next morning I found that she'd had 2 more, and the same one that had its head stuck here had its head stuck in there again. And I'm like, what is wrong with this bunny? Why does it keep doing that? And then for the next week, every morning, every night, that bunny had its head stuck in that fence every single time and had to keep getting it out, and it was getting quite annoying. And I'm like, why does it keep crawling out and doing that? And then all of a sudden, the two of the bunnies in here completely disappeared. They vanished. I do not know what happened to them. So I was only left with 2 bunnies out of the 4. And I'm like, where did they go? And then all of a sudden, after a softball game one night, we were out here in the dark around like 10 o'clock, and we heard the squealing of a bunny, and we're like, oh my gosh, what's wrong with one? I came running in here, and we're like looking around in here and stuff, and I'm like, where is it, and where is it? It like wasn't in the cage, it wasn't stuck through the fence. No, it was all the way over here, stuck to the fence right there on that part. And it was actually like stuck, like the wire was through its fur, and it was terrible, terrible, and it made me sick to look at. I peeled him off because I literally had to peel him off. His arm was torn up all the way around his arm here. His skin was just dragged off from being on that wire. His toes were scratched up, his belly, his ears, his mouth, nose. He was just bloody, and his skin was showing. Well, his muscle was showing. His whole skin layer had unraveled. And at one part next to his stomach, I thought his umbilical cord was still there. And I looked at it, but no, it turns out it was just all the skin missing from around his whole armpit, twisted up in a tight rope, and it just made me sick. We gave it back to Violet to see if it would like turn up better in the morning, because it was already giving death breaths, like it was about to die. And I'm like, I don't know what to do with this. It made me sick. I put it back in there, and then I looked around for the other one to make sure it was okay. I pulled it out. His back was ripped open. Like a total circle of skin was missing from his back. And it just like, what the heck is wrong with them? I have no idea how that happened. Like, he must have got stuck in this fence too, but he got himself out and just ripped his skin along with it. And it made me sick. And then the next day, I came out here to check if they were still alive. They were both still alive. The other one was kind of in the same state, maybe a little worse. I decided to clean up their wounds, so I got a cotton ball and water and I just dabbed their wounds to get all the hair and hay off of it, clean it up. And then I just held them in a paper towel in the house till they were dry. Eventually they dried, and I brought them back out here, put them back in there, and I'm like, okay, they might be fine now. My grandfather came over about like 15 minutes later to get our trash, and I was gonna show him because he used to raise rabbits too, so he knows some stuff that I don't. And so I brought him back here to look. I found that one that was so badly damaged dead, and the other one had disappeared, completely gone. So therefore Violet's whole entire litter was failed. It failed, miserably failed. So she's been depressed for the last few weeks from that happening. We're not quite sure if it was her doing that and the babies were completely scared trying to get away, or if they fell out that back hole I showed you and somehow fell out the dog pen too and got out, and the cats might have eaten them. Because we have some kittens that can come through the holes, but they're not quite big enough to eat bunnies yet, so it's an unsolved mystery, and it's sickening. It's terrible, but we're gonna need to do some repairs to this cage before she has another litter, and hopefully it was just an accident. It wasn't her, because she's been an awesome mother, and I don't want her to be retiring early. Mouse here is getting closer to giving birth. She'll be giving birth in July, and can't wait to see what beautiful creatures she gives birth to, because she definitely has the prettiest babies out of all three of my females. She's kind of touchy at the moment. That's what she does before giving birth. She'll get that devil look in her eye, and like you stick your hand in there and she'll try and attack you, but she doesn't do that to me all the time. She's kind of my devil rabbit, ones that the rest of the family is scared of. Baxter Boy here has been depressed since he was put in this cage, because he does not like this cage at all, and I don't blame him. I hate it too, but we haven't gotten around to building another one yet for him, and we need to. We also need to build one for Cosmo, so we just gotta get into doing that soon, because I don't want my little boy to not be so happy. He wants to get out here and run, and I need to put him on the leash and let him run around, because he absolutely loves running. He's my little snuggle bug. He needs to get out and run because he's just stuck in here. Now he's trying to roll over. Speaking of kittens coming through the fence, bad girl. Patchy is just the same as ever. Nothing ever changes with this boy. He's just same old crazy boy, trying to jump in the feed bowl whenever you try to feed him, and still knocking his food over because you see all that food down there. Just terrible wasting. But he does get punished for doing that. Don't worry. Wasting my money, so he doesn't get more food after he dumps it. Just has to deal with it. Like you need more food anyway, you're a big old fat boy. You get more food than anybody. Well guys, I don't know if I'll be able to post next week, but I will be posting the week after that, and hopefully this time I'm gonna do like a live questioning video. So guys, come on over the week after next Sunday, and we're gonna be doing a live video. You can comment questions you want to know about me, questions you want to know about the bunnies. Just go ahead and start writing down some questions you'd like to know. We're gonna be answering questions. We're probably going to do that for around 30 minutes. So I'm really excited for that. So guys, that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and hello to my new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. I can't wait to go along this journey with you to keep growing. Please reach out to your friends, tell them about me if you think they'd be interested, because I can't wait to get to that 100 subscribers. We're getting close, we're nearly there. I just can't wait to grow my YouTube family. Thank you guys so much for supporting me, and we'll see you in the next video, everybody. Bye!